In the golden haze of American folklore, there rides a figure so mysterious that even time itself struggles to define him. The Lone Ranger, masked and mounted on a white stallion, has galloped through radio waves, television screens, and comic book pages for generations. But behind the fiction lies a deeper truth. Who is the real Lone Ranger? And why has his legacy endured for so long? This is not just a tale of gunfights and silver bullets. It is the story of a man who defied the lawless West to bring justice to the forgotten and honor to the betrayed. Our story begins not in a saloon or a dusty town square, but in the shackles of slavery. Bass Reeves was born in 1838 in Arkansas, enslaved and forced to serve his master in the Confederate Army. But one night, under a blanket of stars, he escaped into Indian territory where he lived among the Cherokee Creek and Seminole people, learning their languages and ways. This would shape the man he would become. When the Civil War ended and freedom was won, Bass did not look back. He rode forward into history. In 1875, the United States Marshal Service was expanding into the Indian Territory. Lawlessness reigned in those lands, but Bass Reeves, now a free man with knowledge of the terrain and a fearless heart, was recruited as one of the first Black deputy U.S. Marshals west of the Mississippi River. He stood tall and silent as he pinned the badge to his chest. From that moment on, he became the law where there was none. Bass Reeves rode a white horse. He wore a wide-brimmed hat and a long coat. He carried twin Colt revolvers with deadly precision. But more than that, he carried an unshakable sense of duty. He memorized arrest warrants since he could not read or write, and captured more than 3,000 felons during his time as a marshal. He rode into danger alone, unmasked, facing gangs, murderers, and thieves with the courage of 10 men. Sound familiar? To many historians it does. The masked legend known as the Lone Ranger may have drawn more from truth than fiction. But Bass Reeves did not wear a mask. He did not need one. His legend was not built on disguise, but on honor. He would often use clever disguises to infiltrate outlaw camps, even pretending to be a fugitive himself. Once he posed as a tramp to gain the trust of 2 brothers he had been sent to capture. He shared meals with them, gained their confidence, then arrested them while they slept. He did it without bloodshed. He believed in justice, not vengeance. People in the territory respected him, even feared him. But more importantly, they trusted him. White settlers, native tribes, black communities all saw him as a man who played no favorites and carried no prejudice. He upheld the law with dignity and fairness. He even arrested his own son for murder, saying that the law must apply to all equally. It was not easy. But he stood by it. As the years passed and the Wild West began to settle, the tales of Reeves became buried under the romanticized legends of fictional heroes. The Lone Ranger emerged in popular culture, a mysterious white man with a masked face and a Native American sidekick named Tonto. But for those who look deeper, Bass Reeves shines through. The white horse, the moral code, the lone figure riding into danger all echo his life. He never sought fame. He never asked for recognition. When he died in 1910 in Muskogee, Oklahoma, few newspapers carry. But history has a way of correcting its course. In recent years, scholars and storytellers have begun to unearth the real man behind the myth. And as they do, the image of a black lawman riding through untamed land with justice in his heart has inspired a new generation. So who was the real Lone Ranger? He was not a man behind a mask. He was a former slave who became a symbol of honor in a world of chaos. He was Bass Reeves, a man who carried the weight of justice, not for glory, but because it was right. And in that truth we find his story more powerful than any legend. Asterisk, because sometimes the truest heroes are the ones history tried to forget. But they ride on in the hearts of those who remember.